Hi all, welcome to my channel again. So today we are going to discuss about setting up a Jenkins agent and master. Okay, so this session is about the Jenkins master and slave configuration, like how it works and what exactly it is. Everything I'm going to explain in this session. So we are going to discuss about Jenkins master, Jenkins slave, and the prerequisite to do some task on this Jenkins master and slave. So let's first understand what is Jenkins agent and Jenkins master. Okay. Before proceeding that, if you want to check out this blog, you can check that from this link, which I will be keeping in the description box, so that you will get a better understanding. And let's start now. What is Jenkins master? So the master is the server that manages and builds the code. Jenkins server or master node holds all key configurations, and the Jenkins master server is like a control server that orchestrates all the workflow defined in the pipelines. For example, scheduling a job, monitoring the job, etc. In simple words, what is a Jenkins master is? It is a server that manages and builds the code using the agents, which are nothing but Jenkins slaves. So again, here, what is Jenkins slave? I will come to that. So let's first understand this. Master contains all the key configurations. Okay, a master instructs the slaves to build these jobs, and also checks whether that agents are offline or online. So it monitors the state of the agents also, and display the build results on the console output. So the basic installation of Jenkins operating alone is called a master. Okay, or the controller also. The controller handles all the tasks for your build system in this configuration. A slave or agent is a computer that is set up to offload build projects from the master. So, a slave machine or an agent is configured to offload the build projects from the master. So the master tells the agents to execute and schedules the jobs on the agents to execute on these missions, so that it can be offloaded once that is set up. This distribution of task is fairly automatic, so the entire process is automatic. And the Jenkins controller schedules projects and assign agents nodes and sends build to agents to execute the projects. As I have explained, the master sends builds to agents to execute the jobs or the projects. So the controller will also monitor the agent state, whether it is offline or online. It also monitors the state and receives the build result response from there. Okay. So that is about the Jenkins master. Coming to the Jenkins layer, an agent is typically a machine or container. So in this, coming to the agent, which is a Jenkins slave, it can be either a machine like a computer or any container. So which we call dynamic agent. So there are some Jenkins pipeline where a dynamic agent will get created on that, and on the top of that the job will get executed. Okay, so this can be a machine or the container, and this agent executes all the steps mentioned in a job. So whether it is a machine or the container, the steps inside the jobs will get executed once it is scheduled on the agent. When you create a Jenkins job, you have to assign an agent to it. So we are having a unique identifier for every agent, which is a label. So for every agent, there will be some label. So we can assign, when we are creating a Jenkins job, we can assign the agent to it. When you trigger a Jenkins job from the master, the actual execution happens on the agent node that is configured in the job. So the single monolithic Jenkins installation can work great for small team, but as the needs grow, however, it often becomes necessary to scale up. So it needs a Jenkins master to agent connection. Instead of serving the Jenkins UI and running all the build jobs all on the single system, you can provide Jenkins with agents to handle the execution of jobs while the master serves the Jenkins UI and acts as a control node. So when the requirement grows, we can follow the master to agent connection, where instead of serving the Jenkins UI and running build jobs all on a single system, we can provide Jenkins with agents to handle the execution of jobs. So execution of jobs will get handled by the agents, and the master serves the Jenkins UI and acts as a control node. That's about the master, Jenkins master and Jenkins slave. So the prerequisite to do tasks based on this Jenkins master and Jenkins slave are: spin up two AWS EC2 instances. Okay, like this. Let's say Jenkins master, and the next is a Jenkins slave. So one of the servers should be master and the other should be the agent. Okay, so install the Jenkins. So before installing Jenkins, we should install the Java. You might have known, as I have already explained in the previous session. So install Java, Jenkins, Docker and Docker Compose on both of these servers. So once installation is complete, then we can proceed with the task, which will give you a better preview of how exactly Jenkins master, Jenkins slave works. So simple note is that while creating an agent, be sure to separate rights, permissions and ownership for Jenkins user. So for both of these, the rights, permissions and ownership should be different. Okay, so that's all for today. In the next section, I'm going to explain two tasks which will give you a better preview of how Jenkins master and Jenkins slave works exactly. So if you want to check out this blog, you can check that from this link which I will be keeping in the description box. And thanks for watching until then.